extraordinarily complex young people.
Please tell me you know it's not all right to be out here at, like, breakfast time getting fully baked.
Actor Cillian Murphy takes on a new role as a teacher in a reform school dedicated to giving struggling students hope. It's a new Netflix movie entitled Steve. Now, Murphy's character also faces his own struggles with mental health as he fights to keep his students in line. CBS News Boston's digital host Joe Weil spoke with the actor to learn more about the movie Steve.
And thanks so much for being with us. What drew you to this story and to want to play this role?
Well, we generated this story ourselves, my production company, Big Things Films, with Max Porter, a writer who I've worked with 3 times. So it was a very collaborative process.
And you told Scott Pelley in a 60-minute interview that, you find so much empathy in novels because you're putting yourself into someone's point of view. And you mentioned Max, and he wrote that the novella Shy.
Yeah.
What empathy did you find in that story which made you want to play this?
Oh, Max is just such a compassionate writer. And is completely non-judgmental, and I think this film is about kids that have, like, societally and ideologically kind of been abandoned, in quote unquotes, and, like, in some people's eyes, these are thugs or whatever. But in Max's eyes, they're really engaging, funny, complex, fascinating young men. And that's what I love about his work. Why does your character, Steve, who has his own issues that we'll see in the film, why does he care so much about these kids? I think teaching and being a teacher, being a carer is kind of it's a vocation, and it's just a need to reach out and to connect, to try and help, In this case, Steve is very, very flawed. He's really deeply struggling himself, but he still has that compulsion to help these kids, and he believes passionately in what he's doing. And we've all hopefully had the experience of having a really good, like, mentor or teacher or carer that has changed our lives. And I think Steve is one of those, but he's far from perfect, What can you tell us about the character Shy, who plays a big role in this film as well? What can you tell us about him and the relationship that he has within the film with your character? So Shy, I suppose, is a kid in the school that Steve is trying to reach, and that they have a great relationship. He has a great relationship with him, but then on this particular day, for a variety of reasons, the kid really begins to slip, and Steve is trying to reach him, but because of stuff that's happening in his own life, he can't reach him. And I think there's sort of like overlapping kind of, energies, between the two. But I suppose the thing is that he can't reach him because he can't fix himself. He can't fix the kid because he can't fix himself, And, what's interesting about you playing this role is that you were raised by 2 people that worked in the education system. Yeah. And I know that you have a family of teachers as well. Do you have more of a sense of appreciation for teachers that have to teach kids of all backgrounds, especially the ones like in this film that are dealing with more troubling issues? Yeah, I do now. I think I do now with age and perspective. I definitely didn't. When I was a young kid or even a young man. And I think now I look back at, the hours and the effort and the passion that my parents and other teachers I experienced put into what they do. It's a profoundly selfless profession, Is that something that you've shared with them now that you do have this perspective? Yeah, I think sometimes it's easier to tell them indirectly through interviews rather than face to face. Yeah, They'll find out. Right, they find out any which way. Yeah. Get Cillian Murphy with the new film coming out for Netflix. Steve, thanks so much for the time. We look forward to watching it. Thanks, man.